Before you step into a new week, I want you to pause and ask yourself one critical question. How do you want this week to unfold? Think about it. Most people don't. They let the week hit them like a tidal wave. Monday morning arrives, and they're scrambling, reacting, and hoping for the best. No plan, no preparation, no strategy. And then they wonder why they're exhausted by Wednesday, stressed by Friday, and left feeling like they've accomplished nothing by Sunday night. Here's the harsh truth. If you don't design your week, life will design it for you. You'll spend your days putting out fires, drowning in distractions, and wondering why your goals feel perpetually out of reach. But what if I told you there's a better way? What if, instead of surviving the week, you could thrive in it? Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed how different you feel when you're prepared? When you take just 30 minutes on a Sunday night to sit down, breathe, and think, what do I want this week to look like? Suddenly, Monday isn't a monster. It's a blank canvas. You're not dreading the chaos. You're excited about the possibilities. That's the power of intention. Imagine this. You wake up on Monday morning, not groaning at the alarm, but energized. Why? Because you've already mapped out your priorities. You know exactly what needs to get done, when it needs to happen, and why it matters. You're not wasting mental energy on, what should I do next? You're focused, decisive, and in control. That meeting, you're prepared. That project, you've broken it into manageable steps. That personal goal, it's scheduled into your calendar, not buried under excuses. But here's what most people miss. Preparation isn't just about writing to-do lists. It's about aligning your actions with your purpose. It's about asking yourself, what kind of person do I want to be this week? How do I want to show up for myself, my work, and the people I care about? Because when you start the week with clarity, you don't just chase productivity, you cultivate meaning. Let's get real for a moment. Life is unpredictable. Emergencies happen. Deadlines shift. Unexpected challenges pop up. But here's the secret. When you have a plan, you don't crumble under pressure. You adapt. You pivot. You stay grounded because you've already defined your non-negotiables. You've carved out time for what truly matters. Your health, your growth, your relationships. Think about the last time you felt truly proud of a week. What made it different? Chances are you didn't just get through it, you owned it. You made deliberate choices. You said no to distractions and yes to opportunities that moved you forward. You didn't wait for motivation to strike. You created it through action. Now let's talk about the alternative. What happens when you don't plan? You default to autopilot. You scroll mindlessly instead of working on your side hustle. You skip the gym because there's no time. You cancel coffee with a friend to handle a last-minute crisis that could have been avoided. Over time, those small compromises add up. They leave you feeling stagnant, frustrated, and disconnected from the life you know you're capable of living. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck in that cycle. The difference between a week that drains you and a week that empowers you isn't luck. It's strategy. It's about taking ownership of your time, your energy, and your mindset before the week begins. So I'll ask you again, how do you want this week to unfold? Do you want to look back 7 days from now and think, I survived or I thrived? The choice is yours. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact tools to make it happen. We're talking about actionable steps, not vague advice, to design a week that aligns with your goals, values, and ambitions. Set your intentions for the week. Setting intentions is more than just writing down goals. It's about creating a vision for your week. Start by asking yourself, what do I want to achieve? How do I want to feel? Write down 3 to 5 priorities that align with your long-term vision. Break these into actionable steps and schedule them into your calendar. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, plan specific workouts or meal preps. If it's career growth, block time for skill building or networking. The key is to be intentional. Don't just list tasks, connect them to your bigger purpose. When you start your week with clarity, you're not just checking boxes. You're building momentum toward the life you want. Plan your week. Don't just let it happen. Planning is the bridge between your intentions and your results. Without a plan, you're just reacting to whatever comes your way. Take 30 minutes at the start of your week to map out your schedule. Use a planner, a digital calendar, or even a simple notebook. Prioritize your most important tasks, MITs, for each day and allocate time for self-care, family, and personal growth. Ask yourself, what are the key tasks that will move the needle for me this week? What can I delegate or eliminate to free up time? When you plan your week with intention, you reduce stress and increase productivity. Remember, a well-planned week is a well-lived week. Start your day with a morning routine. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you wake up rushed, distracted, or unmotivated, it's hard to recover. But when you start your day with a powerful morning routine, you set yourself up for success. Create a routine that works for you. This could include meditation, journaling, exercise, or simply taking a few minutes to practice gratitude. The key is to start your day with intention and positivity. Ask yourself, what's one small habit I can add to my morning routine to set a positive tone for the day? Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Even 10 minutes of focused time can make a huge difference. Focus on progress, not perfection. One of the biggest obstacles to a successful week is the pressure to be perfect. You set high expectations for yourself, and when things don't go as planned, you feel like you've failed. But here's the truth. Progress is more important than perfection. Not every day will go as planned, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Celebrate small wins, learn from setbacks, and focus on consistent effort rather than immediate results. Ask yourself, am I holding myself to unrealistic standards? How can I shift my focus from perfection to progress? When you embrace this mindset, you'll find it easier to stay motivated and resilient throughout the week. Reflect and adjust. At the end of each day, take 5 minutes to reflect on what went well and what could be improved. This simple practice helps you stay on track and make adjustments as needed. Ask yourself, what did I accomplish today? What challenges did I face? What can I do differently tomorrow? Use this reflection to refine your plans and stay aligned with your goals. Remember, success isn't about getting everything right. It's about learning, growing, and making progress every single day. Reflection turns experience into wisdom, and wisdom is what helps you build a life of purpose and fulfillment. Eliminate distractions and stay focused. Distractions are the enemy of productivity. Whether it's your phone, social media, or unnecessary meetings, distractions can derail your entire week. Start by identifying your biggest time wasters and create strategies to minimize them. For example, set specific times to check emails or social media, and use tools like website blockers if needed. Ask yourself, what's one distraction I can eliminate this week to stay more focused? Remember, focus isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. When you protect your time and energy, you'll find that you accomplish more in less time, leaving room for what truly matters. Build in time for rest and recharge. Productivity isn't just about grinding, it's about balance. If you don't make time to rest, you'll burn out before the week is over. Schedule breaks throughout your day and block off time for activities that recharge you, whether it's reading, exercising, or spending time with loved ones. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do this week to recharge my energy? Remember, rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. When you prioritize self-care, you'll find that you're more focused, creative, and resilient. A well-rested mind is a productive mind. Review and celebrate your wins. At the end of the week, take time to review your progress and celebrate your wins. Reflect on what went well, what challenges you faced, and what you learned. Ask yourself, what am I proud of this week? What lessons can I carry into next week? Celebrating your wins, no matter how small, reinforces positive habits and keeps you motivated. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. When you take the time to acknowledge your progress, you build momentum and confidence to keep moving forward. This is your moment. The moment where you decide whether you'll continue letting your week control you, or if you'll take charge and design a week that sets you up for success. The steps are clear. Set your intentions, plan your week, create a morning routine, focus on progress, and reflect daily. Now the question is, will you apply them? Will you commit to starting your week with intention and purpose? Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take action. So if you're ready to transform your week and your life, drop a comment below with the first step you're committing to today. Take care of your family and loved ones. Cherish those around you. Be respectful and always offer a helping hand. Stay strong, stand tall, and join our community of motivated individuals who are transforming their lives. If this message resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mind Aura for more insights and inspiration. See you in the next video, where we continue to explore the path to a life of success and fulfillment.